In the Maori legend, the demigod Maui created the island of Aotearoa, New Zealand, during a fishing expedition. With the magical hook carved from the bones of his ancestors, he pulled up the North Island, which is in the shape of a fish. The South Island was his waka, or canoe, and Stewart Island was his anchor. We sailed from Preservation Sound in Fiordland, rounding the bottom of Stewart Island the next morning, and arriving in Port Pegasus, a huge inlet providing lots of natural shelter. We met another boat in Disappointment Cove and had a fun evening with them in Broad Bay, where we played Viking chess and roasted apples around a fire. Fishing was our main activity. We caught blue cod after blue cod and feasted every night. We would go out in the dinghy and be gone for hours as we joined with Maui in this most ancient of pastimes. We found a few peaks to climb and explored in between fishing endeavors. We summited Bald Cone, but never found the trailhead to the mountain named Gog. We headed up the north arm of Pegasus, where we filled up our water tanks with some very brown water available at the old settlement. Dad took us on a really long walk up the tin range track where an old tin mine used to exist, one of the few failed industries on the island. We saw a kiwi in the middle of the day. We sailed up to Lord's River and met our friends in a beautiful traditional ketch named Mintaka, an American couple who have been living in New Zealand for many years. They were on their way south, and we on our way north. We did some unsuccessful bushwhacking with them, as well as some very successful cockle hunting and fishing. The wind was good for them to head south, so we had to say goodbye. We made our way up to Abraham's Bosom and settled in for some beautiful days at anchor, watching gorgeous sunsets. The mama seal on the beach with her baby provided the entertainment. We continued to explore, forage, and fish. We finally made it to Oban, the first town since Nelson. We met a few locals, and Mom spent time in an artist's workshop making her own greenstone. We explored Patterson Inlet a bit more. We met a local with land at Miller's Beach, and he invited us over to spend some time there and explore the old whaling station. Later that week, we headed to Little Glory Bay and weathered a fairly significant storm. The dinghy flipped and the engine on it, which was a bummer, but Dad brought it back to life and all worked out just fine. We were having to keep up with our school, so spent several hours each day with assignments and reading. We explored Little Glory after the storm passed and made our way over to Ulva Island, an amazing spot in Patterson Inlet, a reserve for birds. You can get a ferry, but we had our own. It was magical listening to all the birds calling, seeing the kia and the friendly fantails, New Zealand robins, and saddlebacks. We loved Stewart Island. It's wild and beautiful. There is more hiking to be found there than in Fiordland, and the fishing and foraging is excellent. The population is small and super friendly. We would definitely enjoy going back to explore more, but now it's on to needing to catch up with some friends and attend a music camp. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and blog to get more updates about our circumnavigation of New Zealand.